One of the biggest pain I feel is when I see when businesses investing a lot of time and effort and money to do something what I call offline campaigns, going to another country, going to the trade show, flying big team, investing a lot of money and then bringing zero results. Today I would like to share with you our case study from the offline campaign to Australia we did for one of our clients. I will show you step by step our process, how we do lead generation, how we put person in charge and how we put the representative in the whole process. I will show you our numbers. I have a computer here with me to be very specific with you. So at the end of this episode you will know exactly how to do offline campaign in the effective way. Let's start it. So first of all, what are the offline campaigns? Offline campaigns is when you preparing your team, biz dev team or your CEO to send them to another country, to the market that you are targeting to generate more clients. Simple as that. There are many ways how you can do it. You can basically go to the trade show, you can go to for some specific event and then you can meet people there and generate some meetings revenue, hopefully. Or you can do the way we did it, pre-set up the meetings, go to the client, generate opportunities. There are many ways. The second thing what I want to talk is the reason why I want to share about this. Because there is one of the most painful thing I feel is when I see the businesses, they invest in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money because those things cost a lot of money and they're coming back with the zero result. The reason why it's happening, they don't have a very specific way, strategy, idea, experience, how to perform those kind of campaigns. So guys, if you want to generate opportunities, if you want to enter the market and you want to do it in the good way, safe way, I will show you today. And let me get right into it. So guys, first of all, what is our process? This is our process we are applying for the offline campaign. So first of all, you see here lead generation activities. And for these activities, you're usually responsible one person. To perform these activities very well, you need to know who is your ICP and you need to have a qualification criteria. You don't want to go to the other country and meeting the people there might not be fit with you or you cannot add the value. Sometimes happen, but if you have a qualification criteria, you better generate the meeting with the right people. Okay, so we have here full the process. So we have a lead generation, then we have a qualification, tentative meeting setup, data transfer in 24 hours to the PIC assignment. So here we have what data need to be transferred and what application we use. We use the CRM HubSpot to transfer the data. Second, it's PIC, person in charge. So then person in charge setting up offline meeting, putting the things into the calendar such as phone number, email, so on and so forth. Update Excel sheet beyond the CRM. We have a separate tool, Excel sheet, where we tracking our calendar, our details about the meeting and information like personal information. And then we have a reminder about the meeting we send in one day before the meeting happened. In the case, if the client wants pre-offline meeting, online meetings, we also do the online meeting and then we have a follow-up process. And the last but not least, we have representative. Representative here is the person who is actually going to the meeting. So the person is responsible to take meeting and transfer information as soon as possible, maximum 24 hours after to PIC, information about context, meeting, budget, authority, time, need, and next step. So this is our qualification criteria for the opportunity. Guys, now let me explain why it's built this way. Lead generation, this is very low value activity, and low skill activity. When I say low value, you can hire people with low salary and input them into this activity to perform it. Meaning, if you have some very experienced people, they don't really like to do it, and it's not really pay off to put them into this activity. So we have a separate person Could be intern, can be some newbie to generate the leads. Then we have a PIC separated. Why? Because in this campaign, CEO was flying to Australia. And after this, he passed back the information to PIC. Why? Because we want to create a relationship between in-person client we meet here and PIC. So the PIC person in charge already before the meeting, they start talking to a prospect. They send an email, they send an invitation, they confirming about the meeting. And after meeting, they are responsible for follow-up. CEO, he or she doesn't have a time to do it. So then this is the formula for us that we actually input another person in the loop who will take responsibility for following up, closing the deal, so on and so forth. The PIC usually is business development representative or executive. Now, guys, let me move to the numbers. So this is what we generated. Totally 1,814 leads, 670 email out of this, 22 meeting booked, 16 people show up on the meeting, and actually 5 opportunities out of this trip. To be honest with you, when you selling high ticket services, high ticket is mean expensive, it's enough one lead to pay off whole the trip. So if we have here 5 opportunities, at least we expecting having 40% conversion rate. So two clients will close from that kind of trip. It's pretty good result. So guys, you might ask, why you invest so much effort? What is this process for? Can we not just go to the trade show and find some client there? No, because this is the strategy, go and hope, which very, very often doesn't work. What I like to do is before we go there, we set up all meetings. We set up 16 meetings. And whatever happens when we go to the trade show, whatever extra meeting we will have, this is just bonus for us. But from the campaign we ran before going to the country, we need to make sure that already have a return on investment. And this is how you build the campaign in the safe way. So guys, if you like this kind of video episode where I share in real case study, please do let me know. I have a much more of those, successful and unsuccessful as well, because those happen too. And if you like the process, please find me on LinkedIn. Actually, the link is below to my personal LinkedIn. You can drop me the message that you would like to see the process for the campaign, and I will share it with you. Thank you so much. Take care.